welcome back to Jen Beauty. My name is Jennifer, and here on my channel I like to talk about all things beauty and makeup. So if that sounds like something you would enjoy, hit that subscribe button and let's get into the video. Today I am ranking all of the palettes that I tried in May. At the bottom, oh hold on, how many did I try? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I tried 13 palettes in the month of May. At least that's how many I kept track of. I'm gonna do better in June, I promise. So the first one that I have is the Hip Dot JoJo Siwa palette. I bought this for my daughter, but I wanted to give it like an actual try and see how I felt about it. These colors were too similar on the lid. So I feel like every look that you do with this palette is going to be pretty much the same. These are pressed glitters, but they're not like the ColourPop glitters where you can just like dip and smear. Like you need like a glitter glue. Oh my gosh, my eyes are so dry. I'm so sorry. You need like an actual glitter glue to make them stick. I apologize for my face right now. I am so tired. I've been filming all night and I just know that I have a really busy week at work this week. And so I really want to get some more like new content filmed before I get too busy, and I'll have some time to edit, but I don't feel like I'll have time to film and edit. Anyways, that's why you'll see me wearing the same shirt. This is my Incredible shirt from Torrid. It's actually a night shirt, but don't judge me. I wear it out of the house. Next we have the ColourPop Nightmare Before Christmas palette, and I don't want to rank it this low, but I really struggled to use some of these shades when I used it, and it was really frustrating because I really wanted to love the look that I made with this. I'm not giving up on it yet. I'm gonna keep trying to use it and see if I maybe was just having a bad day. And then the rest of my palettes are not bad. They're just, I had to rank them and that's where they landed. And I wanna say, like, just because something didn't work for me or I like something more than something else, that's okay. We're allowed to have differing opinions. I actually love when people tell me like, hey, that didn't work out for me. I'm glad it worked out for you. Or, wow, I can't believe that didn't work out for you. This is what I did to make it work for me. Like, I love that. I feel like that's why I love the beauty community so much. But before I move on, I wanted to give an honorable mention to the BH Cosmetics Lunar New Year. I didn't rank this one because I only used 1 or 2 shades from it, and I used it in conjunction with other palettes, but the shades that I used were like this orange and yellow, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. I liked how they performed. It was really fun. I got this for Mother's Day. And I look forward to using this more. It's a color story that's like outside of my comfort zone. But I've really been loving doing looks outside of my comfort zone lately. Like this look that I have on today, it's very much outside my comfort zone. But I really enjoyed it. When I was like halfway through it, I was like, I don't like how this looks at all, but I trusted the process and I like how it came out. So that was 13, 12. So in at number 11 is Blow and Smoke. This is a fabulous palette. I love the ColourPop monochromatic palettes. I love how this performs. The only reason I ranked it lower is because it is a monochromatic palette. So you're not going to get a lot of variety out of your looks. You get some because there is some dimension to it, but you're not going to get a ton of variety out of it. So that's the only reason it's ranked here. It's still one of my favorite monochromatic palettes. Next, at number 10 is the That's Taupe palette. Don't come for me. I love this palette. Again, it's a little bit monochromatic, so you're not going to get a ton of variety out of the looks. But it's a beautiful palette. The shadows perform really well. I really liked using it. I liked the look that I came up with it. It was like very much a, I need to put something on my face and run kind of moment. And so I went for that one. Okay, I'm pretty sure I ranked this one last month, but I ended up using it again. I could be confusing this with another palette, so I'm sorry if I am. But I have the ColourPop Darth Vader palette. And again, this is a great palette. What is this, number 9? I need to start numbering these before I start my videos. Lesson learned. We'll see if I remember it for next time though. So the only reason this came in at number 9 is just, it's beautiful, but there are ones that I liked more. I had to rank them, and the formula is great. I had no complaints about it. Great palette. And then at number 8 is The Mandalorian. ColourPop's just killing it with these Disney collabs. Their formula is amazing. I've enjoyed the color stories. Again, this is just lower. It's kind of like the mid-range, you know, but it's a little bit lower because there are just palettes that I enjoyed more. Like I like the looks that I made with them more, not necessarily the formula on some of these. At number 7 is the ColourPop Malibu Barbie. I really have loved the looks I've made with this. I fully enjoyed. I used the like pink and the yellow and the orange, and then these 2 pink shimmers, and I love the look that came out of that. So that's why it ranked a little bit higher than the other ColourPop palettes. Okay, I only have one more ColourPop palette left in this video, and the rest are not ColourPop. So I kind of have a tie for the next one. What is that? All right, so for number 6 and 5, which I guess, okay, if I had to pick, I would put the Adept Cosmetics Plain Jane Remastered at number 6. It has these gorgeous shimmers. It's an all shimmer palette, but they're like either really creamy, smooth, like shimmers, or they are like these amazing multi-chrome, duochrome shades. They're like buttery soft, like, ugh. A couple of these are more like topper shades. And then some of them are like the amazing, like kind of wet look that you get. I'm not doing this any justice. It's so pretty. So that's a couple of the swatches from that palette. I didn't ever try, like this is my first go round with Adept Cosmetics. So I never tried the Plain Jane. I've only had the Plain Jane Remastered, but I think it's beautiful. And then I have the Adept Cosmetics Heather Austin palette. And the only reason this wasn't my number 1 palette is I kind of struggled a little bit with the shimmers to get them not to crease and to stay on my lid. I don't know if that's a me thing or if it's the formula, but I found it not as like beginner user friendly for me. So that's my only like feedback on that. But again, like I have oily eyelids, I have hooded eyes, and I have wrinkles on my eyelids. So sometimes it takes more work for me to figure out how to use certain formulas. I think I may have gotten it figured out, but I'm going to try 1 or 2 more times. My absolute favorite shades from the palette are Scrubs, Austin, and Passport. So this one is Scrubs. This is like the blue purple. This one is Austin. This is like the super ultra shimmery icy color. And then this one is Passport. This one's more of like a pink topper shade, which is gorgeous. Again, I think it was a me thing, but we'll see. I'm definitely gonna give it another try. And then coming in at the number 4 spot is the ColourPop Star Wars palette. Apparently I felt in the mood for Star Wars this month. But this palette, I ordered it, well, my husband ordered it on launch day, and it took seriously like 3 weeks for it to get here. So that was a little frustrating because like it came out on May 4th. Yeah, it took like 2.5, 3 weeks to get here, and I've used it like twice since then. I gave it some love, but I love the color story. The formula is just amazing. I didn't have any issues with patchiness or creasing or any of that stuff. I'm pretty sure that I ranked this one last month, but I may not have. Either way, it still ranks up there, and hopefully you guys don't get tired of seeing some of the same palettes towards the top over and over again, but I have the BH Cosmetics 2000s Remix Dance Palette. BH Cosmetics was purchased, bought out by Makeup Revolution, but I saw someone say that they announced that they'll be having a new product. I don't know what that is. I haven't been able to find, oh my God, where are you crumbling? No, you may not. Sorry. It took a lot of hunting for us to find this palette at TJ Maxx, and I found it untouched. Because, you know, some people open those palettes and swatch them and put their grimy fingers in them, and that's so gross. If you're going to put your fingers in it, buy it. Like, it's like licking ice cream at the store. Like, that's gross. And then tied for number 1 and 2, because I use these in conjunction together, whoops, are the Milk Cosmetics Gemini and Gemini 2. On their own, these are stunning palettes. I used them today on my eyeballs, and I used pretty much every shimmer that is in these palettes. I think there was one that I didn't use. Let's see. No, I think I used them all. Yeah, I used all 4 shimmers because I'm fancy like that. I know one of the complaints people have about some of the older Melt palettes is the shimmers. They don't like the formula. This is not creased on me. I am tired. My makeup is starting to wear off all over. I'm starting to get oily on my face, and my eyelids have not creased at all. The sparkle I can see is still like gorgeous and shiny and gradient, because I did kind of like a gradient with like the darkest shimmer to the lightest shimmer, and it still looks fantastic. Like, at least in person it does. I don't know how that translates on camera. I think if I absolutely positively had to pick a number 2 and a number 1, I feel like I probably would pick the Gemini 2 as my number 1 and then the Gemini as my number 2, simply because I'm into the berry tones right now because I've bought into all the hype. But I generally just like pinks, and so I like the pinky berry gradient that you get here, but my heart also loves this grungy, like black green vibe. So that's why I had a hard time picking between 2 and 1. Anyway, I am interested to see if you tried any of these palettes, what your thoughts were on them. If you didn't try these palettes, what have you been using that you've been loving? I always love to hear, you know, what other people are using and what I need to have FOMO over. Or maybe what I need to pull out of my collection to use some more and show some more love. Speaking of which, the Barbie, the Malibu Barbie, is in my Shop My Stash. So that is the main reason that I use that one, but no regrets. I absolutely loved it. So if you made it this far, I want to thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more makeup and beauty content from me, hit that subscribe button and I'll have more coming at you. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye.